All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about XRP.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's been all over the news.
Huge surge.
Big surge.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, so we wanted to dig into it a little bit and, figure out what exactly is going on.
Absolutely.
So to do that, we found this really interesting analysis. And we're not going to bore you with all the details, but we're going to pull out some of the most interesting points, some of the really interesting stuff that we found in here. And it had to do with, like, Gary Gensler and Donald Trump.
Oh, wow.
And even something called whales.
Ah, sounds exciting.
Yeah. So let's just jump right in.
Right.
So first of all, this whole thing with Gary Gensler possibly resigning from the SEC.
Right.
What is the significance of that for XRP?
Well, I mean, the SEC's relationship with crypto in general and XRP specifically has been, kind of a rocky road, a lot of back and forth. So a change in leadership, especially if it, aligns with a more crypto-friendly administration, could really signal like a major shift in how the SEC approaches regulation.
Okay,
I
so
know.
it's not just about him leaving.
Right.
It's about who might replace him.
Exactly. And the overall, political climate surrounding crypto.
Yeah. And speaking of political climate, that brings us to our second point, which is the potential return of Donald Trump.
Interesting.
Now, his administration historically has been much more positive towards crypto
They have, yeah.
than maybe the current administration.
Yeah, for sure. Much more open to it.
So how could that, if he were to come back into office,
Yeah.
how could that potentially affect the regulatory landscape for XRP?
Well, we saw some positive signs during his previous term, like when he,
Oh, yeah.
tweeted about how he wasn't a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies because they weren't tied to real assets. But he also acknowledged their potential and didn't really push for any, like, heavy-handed regulations.
Right.
So, it's not a guarantee. But his return could definitely lead to a more favorable environment for crypto in the U.S.
Okay, and obviously that would have a direct impact on XRP.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Because a lot of the restrictions and uncertainty surrounding XRP stem from the SEC's stance.
Right. We got political stuff kind of,
Yeah,
stirring things up a bit. But
for sure.
then we get to this really interesting thing,
Okay.
which is the whale activity.
Tell me more.
So these whales, like, first of all, can you just explain what a whale is?
Yeah, so basically, when we talk about whales in the crypto world, we're talking about these individuals or entities
Okay.
that hold a significant amount of a particular cryptocurrency, in this case, XRP.
So, like, how much are we talking?
Well, it varies, but generally, we're talking about folks holding at least $1 million worth, if not much more.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, big players.
Okay, so why is that important? Like, why is that making such a big impact on the market?
Because their movements can really influence the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
When a whale decides to buy or sell a large amount of XRP, it creates a ripple effect. It can impact the price and create either buying or selling pressure.
So it's like they have more power to move the market.
Exactly. They have more power to move the market than the average investor.
Okay.
And so in this case, what we're seeing is these whales are accumulating more XRP,
Really?
which suggests they're confident in its future prospects.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we get into the technical side of things.
Right.
And this whole symmetrical triangle formation and this breakout,
Ah, yes. The charts are talking.
I'm not like a chart guy, so can you just kind of break that down for me in simple terms?
Sure. So basically, imagine you're looking at a chart of XRP's price over the last 6 years.
Okay.
And you see these highs and lows, right? Well, in this case, those highs and lows have been getting closer and closer together, forming this shape. That looks like a symmetrical triangle.
Okay.
And then recently, boom, the price breaks out of the top of that triangle.
Okay.
That breakout often signals a strong upward momentum,
So it's like it's been building up
exactly like a coiled spring.
and then finally released.
Released, yeah.
Okay, so, and historically, have these types of breakouts led to significant price increases?
They have. We've seen this pattern play out before with XRP and other assets.
So the technical analysts are probably pretty excited right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're seeing all the signs pointing towards a potential bull run.
Okay, so basically we have all these factors
Right.
kind of converging at the same time.
Yeah, it's a perfect storm.
Political speculation, the whales are buying it up,
Absolutely.
and then we have the technical analysis.
Yeah, and that's why we saw that 47% surge in a single day.
47% in a day.
Yeah, pretty incredible, right? And now it's sitting at like $0.85, edging closer and closer to that dollar mark.
Which is obviously a big psychological barrier.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's watching to see if it can break through that.
So it's interesting because, we have the political stuff. We have the market sentiment, which is being driven by the whales.
For sure.
And then you got the technical analysis all pointing in the same direction.
It's a powerful combination.
Yeah, and it's really fueling this impressive climb that we're seeing.
Exactly.
So the big question now is this surge sustainable?
Right. Is this just a temporary blip? Or are we witnessing a more fundamental shift? Could this be the start of something much bigger for XRP and maybe even the broader crypto market? I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, something to think about.
Definitely.
All right, thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
It was a pleasure.
Until next time.